Here is the one trick that I used to get 25 million subscribers on YouTube. And you can do it too. All right, are you listening? Get closer. I have no idea. When I started off doing this channel, the thought of 25 million subscribers was absolutely terrifying. I didn't ever think that the channel would get there. I didn't even think I'd get to 100k, let alone a million. We hit 1 million subs in August of 2014. And here we are almost 6 years later, hitting 25 million. It's crazy. Some of the biggest channels on YouTube were around that landmark. And very, very few channels had ever hit that milestone. So to now have this channel, the Jacksepticeye channel, which we are all accountable for, if anything ever goes wrong on this channel, you're just as much to blame as I am. There's 25 million of you. There's just one of me. Who's right and who's wrong? The court of public opinion is very strong, and the blame solely rests on your shoulders for whatever we ended up doing here. 25 million. That's so many people. That's... I'm bust out some quick math on you real fast. That's halfway to 50 and a quarter of the way to 100 million. I know, mind-blowing. The things you can do with numbers. Look, I'd love to be able to sit here and say, I did these 10 things. I did this, this, and this, and the channel boomed, and the algorithm, I figured it all out, and I knew exactly what I was doing. I didn't. I started off this channel in my log cabin in the woods. Yes, an actual log cabin in the middle of the woods. I did live there. I have so many people who think that I'm joking when I say I live in a log cabin. I think I said it to Felix one time and even he didn't know. But I started my channel there uploading Far Cry 3 videos and Solid Snake impressions. Sorry, Old Snake from Metal Gear Solid 4. Some people have corrected me on that over the years. It's the same character. Who cares? But I just started off doing this for fun. I was depressed, bored, lonely, had nobody to talk to, had no friends who shared my love of video games, and I just wanted to yell into the internet and learn how to do this because it looked cool. And here we are 8 years almost later, still doing it. I uploaded, I think it was December 2012 when I uploaded my Solid Snake impression. I've had the channel for a long time, since like 2007. But I only started uploading in 2012. And I remember there's a vlog where somebody asked if I ever hit 1 million subs or if I ever hit 20 million or something like that. And because somebody, I think it was Felix who was at that at the time, and I said that will never ever happen. And I genuinely believed that for a very, very long time. So I guess I lied to everybody on the internet. I'm so sorry. But just remember, this is your fault. Instead of blaming you for everything, I should be thanking you. I'm blaming you in a positive way because everything that's kind of come my way over the last 8 years is thanks to everybody who's interacted with my channel. I talked about this a little bit in the video I did recently, talking about the movie I'm in with Ryan Reynolds. Again, that's another thing, a sentence that comes out of my mouth and I still don't believe it. I'm very grateful for everything that anybody along this journey has ever done for me. And there are countless individuals who have done so many great things for me. Not only you guys as subscribers who watch my content, that is the biggest driving, motivating factor. And I mean, the whole channel exists because people watch it. But there's so many people behind the scenes as well, and so many friends and other YouTubers who kind of boost you along the way and collab with you and give you advice and just talk to you about things that I'm eternally grateful for as well. Because not only has the channel grown so much, I feel like me as person have grown much. When I started off the channel, I was scared and shy. I didn't even have a face cam in the beginning. I was hiding my accent. I was doing a different voice because I cringed at myself whenever I heard it. And then I put on a webcam and I was like, oh, I have to look at myself in it all the time. And it's so awkward. And why do I do this thing and that thing? And it was just this building of confidence to try and get past that. And then I started to settle into who I was, and I was yelling and swearing all the time. And it was just super fun to every day make videos and have people react to them. And it was just this non-stop moving train that I didn't know where the ceiling to was. And I still don't think there's a ceiling to it. New stuff keeps coming up all the time that I still can't believe YouTubers are doing. I remind myself very often that sure, things might not go your way sometimes, or, oh, this video got demonetized, and oh, an algorithm, blah. You have so much that has come your way over the years, and I have. And I need to remember that like very often that I'm so lucky that I get to do this as a job, and I'm so lucky that I have so many people who support me in what I do, and being able to, especially now during these extremely tough times, like I still get to do what I do, and a lot of what I personally do didn't really get affected by it. I know so many people in the world are so unfortunate in that regard, so I do not take what I do for granted for a single second. And I can honestly say that I'm genuinely proud of the person that I have become. Sure, I have flaws, we all do. We're never going to get rid of every single flaw, nobody's perfect. To go from who I was back then and to go through all of that and go through like the green hair phase and the booming channel, and then coming out to who I am now and like struggling with my own mental health for so many years and trying to figure out who I was, and leaning a bit too much on my channel here and there, and then not really knowing where I'm going and what I'm doing and feeling lost. And then coming out all on the other side of that, still have a lot to learn and a long way to go, but I feel like I'm much more confident, I'm much more mature, and I'm much more open-minded as a person than I was even 2-3 years ago. I feel like my open-mindedness comes from all of you, and whenever I meet people at conventions or go on tour, or anytime I get a chance to interact with anybody from a different part of the world, no matter how similar or how different we might be, everybody has something to teach me. I've learned so much from people and different walks of life and different sexual orientations and races and ethnicities and beliefs, that it's just broadened my mind so much and given me so much more empathy for people. So I'm very grateful for that. I genuinely like myself as a person. There's some aspects, of course, that I don't like, but I genuinely like who I've become. And I think that that's the goal for everybody in the world, really. If you like who you are, then it's easier to like other people. It's easier to get along with the things that are happening in your life when stuff goes badly. It's easier to overcome them, I think. And I've done a lot of reflecting and learning about just mentalities and mental health and philosophy and things over the last year especially. And I've learned a lot about myself and why I react to certain things that way. So I've definitely matured a lot. And I'm very proud of that. But above all else, what I'm very proud of with this channel is that we've been able to remain and we've been able to retain a certain positive outlook on life here. And I'm glad that I get to share that with a lot of people. I'm glad that we've been able to, I keep saying that we're not going to change the world as a whole, but we can at least change the chunk of it that we have for ourselves, and at least try and do the right thing and help other people and make people happy and have a more optimistic outlook on things. And I'm so proud of all of the insane charity work that you guys have put in over the years. We've raised over $4.5 million for charity in the last 3 years alone, which has blown my mind. And I want to continue doing that and really fighting for good causes and fighting for what's right and trying to be just trying to do the right thing. This is a very large channel with a very huge sort of influence over people. And I want to make sure that we're still using that right and we're still going in the right direction. So thank you so much for 25 million subs. Onwards to 30 million, I guess. Will we get there? I don't know. Will YouTube implode? Who knows? It might. It might not. But I promise that I'll just keep trying to learn and grow, learn from mistakes, just trying to be a decent person, but also trying to have fun with what I have here on YouTube as well, and just trying to share as much of that as I can with the world. So just thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you and anybody who's ever done anything for me. I can't believe the channel is at 25 million subs. I don't know what else to say. Thank you.